Let me ask you one last question before you leave, Frankie. I'm sorry to cut you off. This is something me and Disco talk about Inferno here on this show. Is why do you think today, and we have our theories, it's so hard for people to be a heel and get heat, and it's part of it that they're afraid of the backlash they might get from fans. They become very, very PC in today's day and age.
I think there's so many answers. I think the long and short of it is pro wrestling mimics what's happening in society. And so many guys are afraid to walk that line and really commit to being a heel. One guy that pops out at me right now is a guy named MJF.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Who is, his commitment to that character is what makes him stand out. He's a good wrestler too, but his commitment to being that heel is what makes him different and what makes him stand out. And we're living in an era where guys want to do cool moves and they want to sell T-shirts and they want merch everywhere. To where 10, 20 years ago, heels refused to have merchandise. Even if guys were capable of doing quote unquote cool moves, if they were a heel, they wouldn't, because they didn't want any positive reaction at all. And today, I just don't think you see that commitment level from guys, and guys are afraid to get real.
But doesn't that hurt the business?
I absolutely think it hurts the business, 100%. And
yes, but you know what I tell all my heels? I go, bro, and it's as easy as this. If you're doing a cool move and he's doing a cool move, do they cheer you both? And you're taking away. How would you like it if you were a babyface and the heel is getting more applause than you? Somebody's got to be the heel.
Right. And there's a way, if you do cool moves, there's a way to still be a heel.
Right.
Me and AJ used to talk about this when we were doing the Fortune thing and AJ was a heel. AJ's he's one of my best friends. He's one of the best wrestlers on the planet. People are going to cheer for him. And he would do cool moves, but he would cheat to get there. There's things he would do before that happened. You know what I would actually do? I would do, for me, what was a cool move, and then I'd end up showing ass. And I'll give you an example. I would do this move all the time where they'd throw me to the corner, right? Yep.
They'd follow me into a corner, and I'd do an up and over, right?
Yep.
I'd do a backward roll, and I go, arriba, Cuba. And the minute I was saying that in Mexico, the guy would just clothesline me.
Right, right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's ways to do it. Go ahead, Dion.
I think here's the problem I see, and this is a problem I see with MJF too now. The guy's a good heel, but this is very difficult. Like what I found, I don't think it's difficult. Okay, but I embrace being a heel. Okay, because when I went on Impact, everything I got a lot of heat. I got a lot of heat, right? But I'm constantly healing on the fans, constantly. I constantly talk about it. I constantly talk about the fan base. I don't like it. And as a shoot, I don't like, because like what's going to happen to MJF, and this is a hard kind of a way you have to like you said, you got to embrace being a heel. You have to literally constantly tell these fans that they suck, because they'll start liking you. Like with MJF, it's like I'm worried he's going to get the response it shows, because you see the fans these days, they kind of like applaud everything, that he gets like, oh, what a great heel type of reaction.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like I just always try to heal those fans, so they will always dislike me and never respect anything I do.
I agree to that to a certain extent. There's a line between being a mean heel and a funny heel. Sometimes your put downs are so funny that even though they're mean spirited, people like I pop for that.
Right.
Like, I pop for funny put downs. Yeah. Right. I think if guys focus on being, not having that redeeming quality, not even being funny, just being more mean, because people, especially in 2019, people don't like people that treat people mean or bad,
right.
So yeah, there's a fine line there, man.
Do you think we're actually getting to a point where in the future, like if you start bullying people, you'll probably go to jail for that, right?
Oh my God.
It's
not out of the realm of possibilities, man.
Think about this.
Out of the realm of possibilities.
Think about this.
Which is weird to think of, because think of anybody that's never been bullied ever. Everybody has. You know what I mean?
When I broke into the wrestling business, and you guys broke in before I did, so you can attest to this, bullying was an accepted and expected part of your breaking in process,
right,
and your training. And it was nothing that I ever complained about, because Like I went through it playing high school football. Like
right.
I went through
it in the military.
In pro wrestling, 100%. And it was just one of those things. It was like, oh, okay, this is my rite of passage.
It's almost like a guy, and I don't know if women do it too, but it's almost like a guy's way of keeping other guys in check and saying, look, you just got here. Don't fucking, you know what I'm, slow your roll and you earn your respect.
The boys policing themselves the way it should be. Right. Yeah, man.